first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's Aller. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Dances away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The 31-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The toss to the outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Allen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To the air, it's Aller. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
It's third and goal and third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Trying to barge in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running backs alongside the quarterback. The give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The offense changing the play. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third down, going up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. The give from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, give on the inside. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. That's caught. It's Hughes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the Ducks are on the move. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Moore will throw. Release to the back. The sure hands, it's Whittington. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Razor. Longer. Flat.
Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and that that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Allard. Finds a man on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And after that big completion with no timeouts, you need to clock it right now. You need to spike the ball, save some clock, knowing you've got to throw this ball into the end zone, give yourself a chance to win.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snags it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run on the doorstep. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got room to work. Strong, firm tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll run it again. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
At midfield, he's got room. Quarterback gets enough. There he goes. A big play as he takes it all the way down to the 17-yard line before going out of bounds. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has him set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. He's got the tight end. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here comes the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead is 8.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds a little space. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. They want to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2, and we are tied at 8. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He's sacked. Tried to get away, but the defense tracked him down.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Goodness gracious, I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both, maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest.
Not on your own 20.
Fair enough. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Firing deep. He's got it on the right. Here he goes. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have, and here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Slams ahead. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that two-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.